Hey everyone, thank you for joining a little early. Uh, so, by the time everyone else is joining, anyone wants to introduce themselves? No issues. Let's wait for some time. Sure, Mehboob. We'll just start. Let's wait for some minute. Hi, Rishabh. Good to
Okay.
see you.
Okay, sir. No issue.
Hi, Rikesh. Thank you for joining me. Let's wait for 2-3 minutes and then we'll start.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Feel free to introduce yourself. We'll be starting in 2-3 minutes, so you'll get my introduction. But before that, if anyone wants to come up and introduce themselves, please feel free to do.
Hello. I hope I'm audible to you all.
Yes,
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 yes.
yes.
Hi, Vivek. My name is Prince and I belong from Hajipur, nearby Patna. So currently I'm working as a lead engineer at a startup based out of India. It's in the beauty e-commerce domain. So yeah, excited to see what we all are discussing here today.
Hey, Prince. Uh, Hopefully, we'll have some in-person event in Patna really soon.
Oh, nice. That will be good. So my role is permanent remote, so I reside at my home and work from here only.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
Uh, yes. So, like one of the agenda of this call will be to know how many people will be able to come to Patna for an in-person event as well. So, let's see how many people comes from Bihar as well. Uh, okay, let's wait for 1 more minute if anyone will join, and then we will start. So by the time, I just want to know if there is anyone who is like new to Slack or have never like logged in or have any workspaces created in Slack.
Yes, sir. I am the new in this lab.
Okay. Great. Okay. So I'll just set up a context around this call. We will have this call as an introduction to Slack. Uh, like since few of you are new to Slack, so we will start with the basics. And the ultimate goal for this Patna community will be to attain a certification, whether it be like based on what the members of this community suggests. We can go for developer, we can go for consultant, or we can go for admin certifications, and we all can like have sessions in continuation, let's say apart 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and yep, we can basically start preparing for one of the certifications as well. So that is one thing I am aiming for. And yep, so I'll just share my screen and let's get started. So let's wait for 4 more minutes in case, because we do not have a lot to share. So we will just cover the basics of Slack and what Slack is actually capable of doing. And in the upcoming sessions, we will explore other features of Slack, including workflows or custom development as well, and SSOs. So yes. Uh, like since we will wait for 3 more minutes, if anyone else wants to introduce themselves, please feel free to do so.
Hello, Sanjeev.
Uh, Harry sir.
Am I audible there? Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. So, hello everyone. I am Rishabh Bogna. I am a freelancer and I have got this Slack. I have got introduction to this Slack environment. Uh, like especially from Tableau and the Salesforce ecosystem. And right now, a part of this Dehradun chapter especially. And I also have I also joined this Slack Delhi events in person and in virtually as well. And I am looking forward to interacting with you all in the very first event of this like Slack Patna chapter. And congratulations, Sanjeev, for this Slack Patna chapter. Yeah.
Thanks. Thank you, Rishabh. Okay, so actual turnout came a little less than what was there in the RSVP, but that's okay. Yes. Yes. So, like how the Slack community chapter events work is we have some sessions virtually, and we do have some sessions in person as well. So, like since this was the first session, I just wanted to interact with you all and introduce myself and what this chapter is all about. So that's why we have this as in person, and based on the crowd and how many people we can have somewhere around Patna, we will soon organize an in person event as well in Patna only. So yes, I'll also like take this call as an voting for how many of you are actually from Patna or can come to Patna for an in-person event. But we will have the sessions that we are targeting, like for let's say any certifications, we will have all the sessions as virtual, and then we can have some sessions in person as well, where we will cover extra parts of Slack, which is not like a part of certification. Hey, John. Okay, so let's get started. Please feel free to unmute yourself and jump in between if you have any questions or if you want to add anything, because a lot of you are already very familiar with Slack. So I would love if you can jump in and add more things to it. Uh, and if you have any question, please feel free to jump in between. And let's start with the session. Yes. So first thing first is if you have just joined the event and have not joined the Patna chapter, you can do so by scanning this QR. So I'll just wait here for a minute. So if anyone wants to join the Slack Patna chapter, so that they can get regular updates or updates around the events that we will have in the future. So you can like yes, just join the Patna chapter. So you will get these notifications. So I'll just wait here for a minute. Or if you want to do so, like by notes, you can directly go in any of your browser and just search for Slack Community Patna. That will give you the Patna chapter, and you can join from the button. Like it is join now, but it will be join if you are new to this chapter. Okay, so I hope I can move on. If anyone wants me to stay on the same screen, please let me know. Otherwise, I'll just move on. So first is who am I? So I am Sanjeet, and I was working with Accenture for last 3 years, and my domain like in which I work is mainly Salesforce development, and on top of it, I have started doing Slack development as well for around I would say 2.5 years. So I am completely into Slack and Salesforce development, and I have just joined Grid as a Slack and Salesforce implementation engineer, and I am 7 times Salesforce certified, and I also have done my Slack developer certification. So that's why this is like I will use this chapter as a learning to achieve the admin and consultant certifications, and as well as like motivate you all to do certifications. So if you want to connect with me over LinkedIn, you can scan this QR. I'll just wait here for a second, and then we'll move on. Okay, awesome. Let me check if there's any chat. Oh, great to know, Nusha. So I'll be sharing the recordings as well after this session will end. But I will not cover any such topic which is not there in the Slack YouTube channel, or which you will not get from anywhere else. So I would say that is completely fine if you do not have the recording as well, but I'll share that. No issues in that. Yeah. Okay, so let's start. So what we will cover today, since few of you folks are new to Slack, so I'll start with what Slack exactly is and how we can create workspaces, and what exactly or how exactly Slack works. So we'll cover all those, and if time permits, we will try to cover some of the uh, shortcuts and apps that Slack has. So let's start with what exactly Slack is. So Slack is your AI powered work operating system, but I'll not stick to this PPT. Let's jump into one of the workspaces, and I'll tell you how to create a Slack workspace and all. So the first thing you'll have to do is go to slack.com, and there you need to create a workspace. Uh, is there anyone who is not familiar with what Microsoft Teams is? I would say I think most of all of you would be familiar. So we can say that Slack is similar. We use Slack for communication, just like we use any other communication tool, whether it be a Google or a Microsoft application. So Slack is basically a communication tool, but it is not actually restricted to only communication. You can have a lot of things inside Slack which other apps doesn't allow. So like Slack can work as a centralized platform where you can access multiple applications, where you can do multiple things, and it reduces the time to switch between platforms. So we'll see an example how exactly Slack does that. So let's start with how we can have our Slack workspace or have our Slack org. So you'll just have to log in into slack.com, and inside there, you if you have any workspace, you will see it in this list. or else you can also like, let's say, you can do it via email, or if you want to create a new workspace, you can do that as well. So since we have already a workspace, I'll just use that for this session. Uh, yes, so I'll just briefly explain what are the plans in Slack. So the basic, where you do not need to plan, you can actually go and spin one of your workspace right now, is a free version. So there are some restrictions on free version, but a lot of things, I would say 90% of the stuffs that you will need to get started with Slack will be available in a free version. So no need to go for pro right now. Just start with a free plan, and then yes, you can upgrade it later as well. So I have one of the workspaces. So this is how a Slack workspace looks like. I'll just go to PPT back, and the next thing is, what are conversations. uh, so let's get back into Slack and see what conversation exactly is. So just like any other communication tool offers you to interact with any other team members using a direct message or by creating a group. Similarly, Slack also has a similar concept, but what the other platform doesn't offer and Slack has a heads on that is, you can create a project specific channel inside Slack and can have everything related to that particular project in a single channel. So you do not have to basically go and create multiple folders, upload your data in some other, upload your, let's say, documents in some other place. All the things can be done inside Slack, which basically means that you can do your project management inside Slack. So let's see how that exactly works is. So first concept which we will see is, what are channels. So there are basically three classifications of channel, which is public, private, and external. So public channels is basically a channel where anyone who has access to your workspace can go and join. What are private channels? So private channels are basically where you will have your project specific channel, but the members will be decided by you or any other channel managers. So nobody can come and see what exactly you are talking about or what exactly is happening inside the Slack channel. And external channel is a thing which is like a super powerful uh, feature of Slack, where, like, you must all have seen that there are restrictions whether we are working in an organization, in even in Microsoft Teams or in Google Chats. We have restrictions that we cannot communicate outside our organization. So what Slack does is, Slack creates a channel and adds a member or a client. You can add your client as well, who is not part of your organization or party of your workspace, but they are part of some other, let's say, organization. So you can connect with them over a Slack connect channel, have your conversation stored there. It will be secured, your file sharing will be secured, and yes, it offers the same features that a normal public and private channels can have. And the next thing is direct messages. So let's go back in Slack, and let's see, we have an upcoming project. So what we will do is, in the channel section, we will create a new channel. You can have different namings, like the suggestion is telling you help proj team. So let's say we have a new project coming on. So I can use proj. If you want to use project, you can do that, like based on whatever naming convention your organization uses, you can do that. So let's say project next, uh, let's say next gen. So next gen is one of the features which we'll cover in upcoming sessions, which basically gives you ability to create custom applications. So let's start by creating a public channel. You can add members directly from here, or let's skip this for now. So now we have a project specific channel, project next gen. where I can go and let's say I want to have members added here, or I want to upload a document, or I want to have workflows specific to this project. I can do everything inside this channel. So Canvas is a feature which I'll just quickly show you what exactly Canvas is. We'll not go much deep into it. So this Canvas is basically we can say a Google Doc or Word document where we can have the initial informations related to our project, or we can have a step by step instructions to achieve a simple thing, or let's say to update your timesheet, or how to submit leave request, or how to access different websites or different orgs related to this next-gen project. You can all add in this canvas. You can also like make this canvas editable, or you can have it at read only. So we'll jump into canvas later, but what will happen is inside this channel, let's say I am adding one of the members. I'm not sure. Yes, there is only one because it is my personal workspace. So yes, we have just added a member, and now me and her, or let's say if you have a team, you can add the complete team here, and you can have conversations related to this next gen project, which is like going to kick off. Let's move to the next part. Okay, I missed DMs. So DMs is similar to what we have in other communication platforms. So you can go in any of the channel, and uh, you can communicate with an individual, or let's say you want to have a conversation with two or three individuals which are a part of next-gen platform, but you do not want the conversation to be available to everyone who is a part of next-gen platform. So in that case, you can anyhow create a new channel, or you can have what we call group DMs. So group DMs is basically a DM between two or more person. So you can have that as well inside Slack. Great. Okay. Now moving on. So how you move a project into Slack is create a project specific channel, add key information, add your teammates, and then coordinate tasks. Then next thing is mentions, reactions, and threads. So once our channel is set up, just like we have this project connection, and let's say we have created a folder, important links. Oh, sorry. So what I can do is I can add many things inside this. So let's say we just want to add www.google.com. So it creates a folder structure where you can have, let's say, important links, or you have documents. You can do that. You have workflows. You can add that workflow inside this project. So it all be accessible right at a click away. You can have all these informations inside Canvas as well, but if you are not using Canvas, you can have folders created or bookmark channels. So let's see what are reactions, mentions, and threads. uh, so let's say since I have only one member, so I'll be mentioning her in this conversation. So I just want to highlight that there is something specific task or specific work that you should handle. So in that case, I can directly go and add the rate mention that hi, uh, please look into case. Let's say we have a case number 001. So what it will do is it will notify this user which you have mentioned, and they will like get quick attention to this message and can directly go and work into it. So this is basically how we can mention and get attention of a specific user of or a specific member for any task. And how they can react on this is like they will not go and type okay, I am looking into it, please give me some time. No need for that. We can directly like have conversations in form of emojis. So what this does is, let's say that user goes and reacts with an I. So I will get a notification. I will automatically understand that this member, this user, this support member or anyone has already started looking into it. So what this I emojis means is, he's looking into this case, or he's looking into this matter. And once he has or once he or she has done the work, they do not actually need to go and write down a message that hey, this case has been resolved. They can directly go and mark the add this emojis. So what it will do is, I can go look into this message and see, oh, this task has been done. So no need to have conversations that are not meaningful, or that is basically just an acknowledgement of anything. So let's say once a task has been done, so what I can do is, I do not need to go, hey, good job. I can directly go and react nicely done to it. This will send a notification that this person has praised me, or this is happy with my work. I can even go and add multiple I can multiple reactions to it. So you have a bunch of reactions to it. And what Slack actually offers is, you can go and add your emojis as well. So you just need to complete, or you just need to upload your image, give it a name, and you are done. So you can go and upload your image as well, and you can use your image as a uh, emoji reaction. Then next is, what exactly threads are. So let's take an example that, has anyone started looking into Slack AI? So since this is a context specific conversation, so I do not have to go and mention go and add another conversations here. I can directly go, and you have an option to reply in thread. Reply in thread is kind of similar to what we will send as an individual message, but this actually like grabs the context in which we are talking about. So let's say there are multiple conversations going on into your channel. Let it be with data cloud, with Slack AI, with Einstein one. So in order to not mix up conversations, thread is a very good feature of Slack. So what it actually does is, you have a parent message that is, like in this case, the context is Slack AI. So I can have conversations around this Slack AI in the threaded message. I do not have to go and create or start another conversation. So let's say there is another conversation. What about data cloud? So now what will happen is, a user will come and they will basically reply that Slack AI is very good, or anything like that. Let's use dot for now. So what it will does is, it will like mix up the conversation, which like what exactly was the context of our conversation. So that's where the threads come in picture. So in this thread, I can reply, and it will obviously tell every user who is looking into the message that this conversation is going around Slack AI. And let's say you have data cloud. In that case, this threaded message will contain context, or contain information or conversation around data cloud. So it will not mix up your conversations, and will not make user confused about what exactly they are talking about. So let's say someone is on a week vacation, and they will come back and see, oh my god, what exactly has happened in the channel. So that's where threads come into picture. Okay, so I am actually not looking into the chat, so please feel free if you have any questions. I'll look into it once I'm done with the presentations. So yes, so Slack shortcuts and Slack apps. So let's quickly jump and understand what Slack shortcuts are. So there are shortcuts which you can create custom. So let's say you want to create a case from your Salesforce, and that case is, let's say, in ServiceNow or in Salesforce or any other platform. So you can actually create your custom Slack or slash conversation Slack. You can actually create your own custom slash shortcut or a URL to directly do that. But Slack also offers some of the shortcuts, so let's quickly look into this. So there is this slash, and inside this you can see all your shortcuts. So let's see one or two shortcut for now. So uh, let's say create a channel. So I can do creation of channel from going here, clicking on create a new channel as well. But on top of it, I can directly type slash create, and it will give me the shortcut to create a channel. Or let's say if you want to open workflow builder, so I will go here, I will go into automations, and then I'll go into workflow. So what I can do is I can directly type slash workflow, and it will give me option to directly go and create a workflow. So let's say I want to archive a channel. So slash archive is a command. I can go and archive this channel from the settings, but let's say we want to do it quick. So slash archive, and if you want to archive the channel, you can go and click on archive channel. So these are the shortcuts which Slack offers. There are a lot of things. So let's say I want to send myself a reminder in few times that I want to do something. So I'll just type slash remind. Then you have shortcut or slash command as well. So let's use the shortcut. So when you want to have the reminder, so I just want to have it today at 7:45. Ask everyone who are from Patna and can join us for an in-person event. Just in case if I miss this. So it will send me obviously an notification at 7:45. So let's see what Slack apps are. So this is one of the major uh, major feature why we exactly use a Slack. So any other platform does not give you the capability or ability to have your daily use applications connected to a single place. So what you need to do is, let's say you want to schedule a meeting or you want to schedule a calendar invite, you will have to go into Google Calendar or Microsoft Teams in order to do so. Or let's say you want to access a Jira ticket. So what you will do is you will log into Jira and go to your specific task. From Slack, you can directly integrate a lot of tools, whether it be Jira, Asana. You can also integrate your Salesforce, your Google Drive, Google Calendar, and all, and can have everything done by staying inside Slack. So you do not have to basically go and switch between platforms to do a simple task. So how you can do it, like we'll just add a Google Calendar, but let's quickly jump to Slack app directory. So just as we have in Play Store, we have multiple apps which we can download and use. In Salesforce, we have this app exchange. So similar to that, we have Slack app directory and Slack, where I can go and there are a lot of applications which you can directly install and integrate your user with. So let's say, so I'll just quickly move to the most interesting of all is Salesforce. So there are some standard apps, whether it be Sales Cloud, Service Cloud. You also have the Salesforce for Slack, and for analytics, you have Tableau and CRM. So these are the Salesforce app. But let's say you you will have sections as well, so you can directly go and search for the type of apps that you're looking for. So let's say calendar, or let's say meet. So what it will do is it will give me a list of applications in which I can choose one from. So let's integrate Google Calendar for now. So you just need to add to Slack. Like there are permissions which can restrict you to add an app into your workspaces, but we will be covering the roles and permissions as well in one of the sessions, hopefully. So let's just click on allow. Let me use one of my personal emails, and you just need to give it the permission. And yes, so I have my Google Calendar integrated on it. I can turn off the notifications and all. So no. Now if you'll open the shortcuts again, you can see the shortcuts specific to this Google Calendar as well. So just like this create event. So let's go and create event. Um, let's say end Slack session. If I want to invite someone, I can do that directly from here. Which Google account? Let's say if you have multiple, you can do that as well. So when I want this duration, let's say 15 minutes. At 8 p.m., we will end the session since like I have scheduled it for 15 minutes. So let's ignore that for now. And then you can share this as well. So let's say I want to share it in a channel. I can do that as well. And clicking on create, let's use Google Calendar. Clicking on create will actually add this into my Google Calendar. So as you can see, I have this session added into my Google Calendar. So this is coming up, and then Slack and Slack sessions. So this is for today. I don't think I have anything for tomorrow. So let's see for 14. So I have a train and I have a call with Melissa. So yes, you can access everything inside Slack. This is just an example for Google Calendar. If you want to integrate any other application as well, whether it be Jira or any other applications that you use in your daily life, you can also integrate Gmail for example, or your Outlook. It actually not like integrating Outlook actually does not enable you to uh, send emails, but yes, it does allow a lot of things. And you can also like if you are not if you do not need the app, you can delete it anytime. But yes, that's the capability of Slack, that you can have a lot of applications integrated. And now I do not have to go into Google Calendar or any other meeting application to create a Google invite for me. I can directly do it from here. So this is just an example. I would love if you guys will go and explore more of it. Yes, so I think we are done. So since I'll just stop sharing and take questions if you guys have. There is no social media hashtag right now, but we can start one. So I would just appreciate if you can post it using this hashtag and tag me and Jacob on it. Yes. So can I add some more members? Mehboob, where do you want to add these members? If you are talking, if you're asking about adding them in Slack, so yes, you can add a number of people. Uh, Indeed, Threads is a great feature. Yes, it is. Yep, I think we are pretty much done. I can, you guys can come up with questions, and I know it is a little like new if you have not have familiarity with Slack, so it will look a little weird sometimes, but it is a very very powerful tool. So if I'll show you one of my workspaces, I have like almost 17 or 18 apps integrated to it, which I use daily. So thank you. I'll looking forward to next meetup. Yes. So please feel free to unmute if you have any questions, or and we can like move to the final stage of this session. I'll
Yeah.
just wait a
Hi,
minute. Yes.
Sanjeev.
I just please go
Yeah.
on.
So I regularly use this Slack platform for my purposes, but
Mm-hmm.
the main issue is like I find with this work adding workflows, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like if I am working with my Google Calendar and Slack integration, so
Mm-hmm.
sometimes like I want to generate this workflow, but automated workflow, but I am unable to do so. Like it generally displays that you have to purchase any pro platform or like the upgradation for that. So is there any alternative method for developing these automated flows?
You're talking about the next gen feature which has just come out, right? Or the standard workflows?
No, the standard workflows. Actually, I have previously I have tried this thing,
Mm-hmm.
but that was only available for 90 days, right? So right now it is not displaying, and I perform all these operations on my personal workspace. So it generally gets like I I don't have any access for the workflow automation for my
Okay,
personal
so
workspace. Yeah.
yes, actually, you must have free workspace or on Pro. Like which plan you are on?
Yeah, I am on free plan.
Okay. Okay. So actually, it is a little costly for an individual to buy Slack licenses if it has not been done at the organization level. But yes, I do have an alternative. Please feel free to ping me after this session, and we can like figure out a way.
Yeah, sure, sure. I will. Yeah. So, whether I will connect with, is it okay
Sorry,
for you?
Rishabh, I lost your voice.
Yeah. So, rather, I would love to join you tomorrow on the same issue, like
Sure,
discussing on that.
sure. Fine.
Okay, okay, sure, sure. I will ping you on the Slack. Okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Any more questions? So we'll wait for 2 minutes if in case any new questions comes up. Uh, and by the time I can see a few of you have replied who are available for an in-person event in Patna. So it would be great if you guys can DM me over LinkedIn so we can like organize really soon a meet in Patna. So I'll just share my LinkedIn profile, or you can reach out to me over Slack community as well if we guys are not connected.
So, hey Sanjit, sorry to interrupt you. Like,
Please.
can we have a quick glance over this slides you have prepared for today's session so that we can have some snaps over there?
Yep. So I actually have not put a lot on the slides.
No worries in that case. Yeah. So like it is, yeah, just for general purpose, like it is an introduction one. Huh?
Yes.
Okay, got it. Yeah. Thank
Thank you. Great. Uh, I'll show you one of the Slack community workspace so that you will be able to see like it is not actually just two three channels which I have just showed you. So this is one of the workspaces like the Slack community workspace where a lot of members, including Jacob, who is actually managing all these events, is there. So as you can see, I have a lot of conversations going on around here. So if I take one of the example of the Slack and Salesforce, so you can see like if you join this community, you will see that you can have your queries related to Salesforce as well resolved in this. And if you have any other queries, and there are some chapter specific channels as well, just like I have added the Dehradun and Gurugram chapter here. So pretty soon I'll be coming up with the Slack Patna chapter as well, so you can basically like interact inside it and ask your questions or queries around that. So like this is how a workspace, or I'll show you one another workspace. So this is how a workspace actually looks like. So it is not actually specific 2 3 channels, but it is a lot. In just like you can see in random, we have some random conversations going on, and then we have marketing, PR and news research, we have marketing events and all. So that's how. And then I have added the Slack enterprise grid. So project next, obviously it is there. Great. So okay, I'll just share my screen one more time to show you how exactly I use this Slack. So I got a reminder that ask everyone who is from Patna, just like what we set up in Slack. Great. Okay, so feel free to reach out to me over LinkedIn, and we can have an in-person event organized pretty soon in Patna. And for the most interesting part of this session, the swags. So we do not have any quizzes for the Slack, because obviously fastest finger first I don't think is the best way to decide who is the winner. So I would like uh, pick a few people who will share what they learned in this session, or if they got to know something new, or if they were not familiar to Slack, will they be going to explore Slack in future. And yes, so please feel free to share your experience over LinkedIn. Or I would also add that if you want to share your experience as a DM, I would really appreciate. And you guys, I will pick 2 3 from the one who will share either as a LinkedIn post or as a DM, or can have even like paste the experience in this conversation as well. So we can pick 2 3 winners from there, and you guys can have a chance to win goodies. Okay, great. I think we are good to wrap the session up. If you have any questions, I'll wait for 2 minutes, and then yeah, we can wrap. Thank you all for joining on a
So hey,
Saturday night, especially.
uh, hey Sanjay.
Uh,
So I joined this community using my work email, and it has policies, and therefore I'm not able to join the Slack workspace with that email. So is there a way I can migrate to another email, use a personal email?
Sorry, Prince. Can you speak a little loud? You were not very audible for me. I'm not sure if it is my speakers.
Okay, give me a minute. Uh, is my audio better now?
Yeah, it is better
All right. So I joined this community using my work email,
now. Mm-hmm.
and that email has some policies because of which I am not able to log into Slack in my
Okay.
mobile device. So
Mm-hmm.
is there
Correct.
a way I can use some other email, like rejoin, or I can migrate? Uh,
Yes, like this happened with me also when I first started with the Slack community. So yes, you can deactivate your official account, or keep it, let it be active for now, and you can sign up with your personal email so that you can have access over your mobile easily.
all right. So where do I need to sign up again?
So you can sign up. I'll share the link with. I'll share the link after this call, over the email in which I'll share the recording. So I'll send it.
All right. Okay. Thanks.
Or you can send your email over the chat, and I'll quickly send you an invite. That is
Okay.
also fine.
Pending now.
Great, great. Please feel free to talk. Thank you everyone for joining. Yes, Prince. I'll just send you an invite. Great. Done.
Thank you, Sanjeev.
You'll receive the invite in some time, friends.
Okay.
Great. Great. Okay. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Bye.